Hey guys, Wet Movie One back here again for yet another Blu-ray DVD update video for you guys today. This is Vlogmas, day number 16. It is Thursday right now, and the new Spider-Man movie is hitting theaters today. I'm not sure if I'm going to be making a video talking about it or anything like that, but I'm kind of down to see it. But in this video here, it's an old-fashioned, Blu-ray DVD update video. I have mostly Blu-rays and 4Ks to talk to you guys about today. This is where I just sit down, show you some movies, talk about them, tell you guys what I thought about them and stuff like that. I haven't done a video like this, just sitting here straight talking to you guys about movies for a while. And my mom is also going to pop in somewhere in this video talking about her two titles that she's watched recently that she wants to talk about for you guys. And one of them is a movie called But I'm a Cheerleader. If you guys want to know what my mom thinks about that movie, But I'm a Cheerleader, keep watching this video. You'll see what her true thoughts are and opinions are on that one. But first up right here, I got sent from MGM Home Entertainment, and that is a movie that comes out next week, this coming Tuesday, I believe, in stores everywhere. And that is the new 007 movie, No Time to Die, starring Daniel Craig. I believe this would be the last movie that he'll be playing the character of James Bond in right here. I got a chance to watch this one last night, and it's pretty much James Bond at the beginning of this movie. He's kind of retired, you know what I mean? Kind of just trying to get away, from the 00 stuff and doing all this crazy things. And of course, someone from his past is coming back to haunt him, or so he thinks, and he has to get back into the game and try to figure out what's going on. But this movie has amazing set pieces, amazing action sequences as well in here. Beautifully shot film, man. Some of the action sequences, man, I kind of really enjoyed a lot more than some of the other typical Hollywood movies of recent, because they don't seem to, in this movie, they don't seem to be cutting away from a lot of the action scenes. You know how in certain action, like fight scenes or like scenes when a car is driving down the street, they're like always like fast cutting, so you don't even know where the person really is or what's really happening, because they're like cutting, editing every like couple seconds. They kind of stay on a lot of these shots a long time, and I'm like, damn. I kind of felt like I was in the action in some of the scenes, in this movie right here. And also in this movie, 007, James Bond is not 007. Somebody else took his 007 title from him during his little retirement, and he's kind of agitated about that. And there's like another character, it's like a Bond, type girl that's out there trying to do the same kind of stuff and help. They're trying to help each other out, but they kind of have their own little spats with one another. And it's this lady that's right here on the back of this cover. I don't know if you guys can see it, but she was actually really good in this. This looks really amazing, dude. This was a great transfer. This is the collector's edition right here. You get, of course, behind the scenes special featurettes and things like that you guys normally get on Blu-rays and 4K releases. But I like I said, I'm not the biggest, craziest James Bond fan out there. Like, I have all the movies on Blu-ray and things like that, but like I'm not a guy that knows all the ins and outs of all of them. I've probably seen all of them probably once or twice. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite James Bond is Pierce Brosnan from the 90s. That's the one I grew up with right there when I first got into watching James Bond flicks. But that's No Time to Die here on a 4K collector's edition combo pack right there, coming out in stores everywhere this coming Tuesday. And next one I got up from Warner Brothers. They sent this one for free to review. They have me say that when I talk about their product right here. And you can also get this version of it on moviezing.com, because I don't know if they're going to have the 4K version of this movie out in stores. I'm not 100% sure yet. I guess we'll find out when it comes out on Tuesday. And that is the Many Saints of Newark. Here on a 4K Blu-ray digital copy combo pack. This is the prequel film to The Sopranos. To see how the Sopranos became to be, and you sort of get like young Tony Soprano in here. You get a little bit of him and his family and how he was brought up, and how his family became what they are, and how he turned into what he became in the TV show Sopranos that was on HBO. And the thing is, I probably would have enjoyed this movie a lot more if I've actually sat through and watched the Sopranos TV show. I seen that a couple episodes here and there when I used to go to my dad's house, or you know, his place back in the day, because he used to watch it on HBO when the new episodes were coming on, and I would go and, you know, watch a couple episodes with him here and there. But I think this would probably mean a lot more to me, and I would understand a lot more what was going on in this movie if I watched it. If I watched the television show hardcore. But it is entertaining. You get Ray Liotta in there. Via Farmiga is in here as well. The same lady who's like in the Conjuring movies and stuff like that. It is kind of nice to. It is kind of cool to know that James Gandolfini is playing you know, a younger version of his dad in this movie. I thought that was kind of a cool thing, like our family member playing someone that's no longer with us, you know, in a movie and stuff about The Sopranos. I thought that was really kind of cool. This 4K set right here and Blu-ray has a making of special featurette and some deleted scenes. And if you guys are into The Sopranos, I'm sure you guys will dig this one. It's just like it just seemed like a typical kind of mob movie that kind of had too many different storylines going on in it. You know what I mean? Because there's like, you know, racial tension on the streets in Newark. There's like that story. There's like a different story when it comes to, you know, Tony Soprano. There's another different story when it comes to Tony Soprano's like dad and stuff like that. There's like a whole bunch of different things going on in it, and I was just kind of like, okay, there's like no big linear like storytelling in this, unless I just like was totally out of it or something. I didn't hate it, I didn't love it, but it does look nice here on 4K. Let me know if you guys have seen it down below in the comments, and if you think it's a good companion piece to the TV show, let me know down below. But thank you, Warner Brothers, for sending that on over. And next up over here, a little bit of a lighter note. This one's coming from Sony Home Entertainment. It's a movie that's out now in stores everywhere, and that is Mitchel's vs. Machines right here, or The Mitchel's vs. the Machines, the new Sony animated flick. And I thought this one was kind of a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Like when I got it and we opened it, my niece and nephew already have seen it. I think it's been on digital, like some sort of streaming service already, and they've already seen it before and they liked it. And then I'm like, well, let me check this one out, because I'm like a kid at heart anyway. And it's pretty much about this family, cartoon family, the Mitchells. That's my last name. And the older daughter is about to go off to college, and the family is just like, oh man, let's go on a road trip together. We'll take you to college, and let's have fun on this little road trip as we take you there, you know, kind of thing. And as they're doing so, these machines start falling from the sky and taking all these humans and shooting them up into the sky. And the only people left to try to save the world is the Mitchell family. And it's kind of funny to see why the world's going crazy in this movie, and how it's all going crazy because of this one phone that just got pissed off. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny, because there's a phone in this movie that's just like, you don't spend enough attention to me. All you do is swipe, poke, swipe, poke, swipe, poke. Now it's my turn to get back at you. So it's kind of like, you know, this machine age is kind of taking over in Silicon Valley, and the Mitchell family has to go to Silicon Valley to kind of just, you know, destroy this phone. It's kind of cute, kind of funny. There's some really funny jokes in here. I enjoyed it. You get like some deleted scenes, filmmaker commentary, and a little bit of, you know, making of special featurettes on here. If you guys like family fun movies, this one was I like this one.
Hello, me again. I just have two things to talk about today. One is a movie, and one, of course, is episodic television, as it were. Anyway, the first one is the episodic television, and it's from Paramount. And I had never heard of it, and it kind of sat on my desk for a couple of weeks before I got around to it. Because when I read the back, it just didn't, you know, draw me in. I thought, oh yeah, whatever. So the back of this doesn't do the series any justice particularly. I know they just have to do a quick overview, I get it. But it took me a while to pick it up and watch it. And once I started it, I couldn't put it down. And the show is called Younger, and it stars Sutton Foster, Hilary Duff, Debbie Mazur, and a cast of other great actors as far as I'm concerned. It's about a woman, a 40-year-old woman, who can't seem, you know, her daughter's in college now, so she's going out again to restart her career that she used to have in publishing. And she goes through interviews, and of course all the people that are interviewing her, excuse me, are much younger. And of course she gets the impression, obviously, that age is going to be a problem to get back into this profession. So I think it's with her roommate Debbie Masur, I think that's where it came up, but she was going to start posing as a 26-year-old, girl. And so she went to this one particular interview, and as a 26-year-old girl, she got the job, and it's in publishing, and she was going to be an assistant, which was fine with her. She didn't leave the publishing business in that respect, but she's willing to start at the bottom, to come back up. And it's just about her basically posing, a 40-year-old woman posing as a 26-year-old woman. And a lot of the stuff is kind of funny. She'll get distracted and she's looking at her phone and she's going, oh my God. And then one of her co-workers goes, what's the matter? And she looks up and goes, oh, my exercise instructor just called and he's checking up on me. She had to just, come out with these younger images when she catches herself. Well, I don't want to spoil the rest of it for you. It's seven seasons. Oddly enough, you would think with something like that theme it wouldn't go much or whatever, but it really does. It shows her personal life, her business life. She gets involved with obviously a younger man. Certain things proceed on. Anyway, I don't want to ruin it for you, so we're just going to keep it that way. And actually, I just found out, looking at a post from my friend, that Sutton Foster, who's the star of Younger, is also, I believe this year, going to be in the revival of Music Man on Broadway, so that was kind of interesting. I don't know, this also says, it's from the Sex and the City creator, Darren Star, so if you like that show, you might as well check this one out too. Alright, and the next thing I have is a movie from Lionsgate. I've never seen it, apparently. It was done in 1999. I never heard of it, never saw it, until, of course, Brendan showed it to me. Apparently, it was rather a cult film at the time, and I guess still is. It's called But I'm a Cheerleader from Lionsgate, and it stars Natasha Lyonne and Clea Duvall, both actresses that I really like. It's called But I'm a Cheerleader. Okay. And it's, I know it's a cult film, but it's sort of what I call stylized, just because it's almost, the word isn't cartoony, but it's presented in a form that looks that way, in a sense. And it's just about Natasha Lyonne's character, who is a cheerleader. Really? And she doesn't realize she's a lesbian, but apparently her family and boyfriend and other things like that realize that she is. So they have an intervention and they send her to, I guess what you would call, I forget what they called it in the movie, but a place where aversion therapy type of thing, where they try to convince you that you're not homosexual or lesbian or that kind of thing. I thought, oh well, this is kind of an interesting theme. Let me watch it. And I really liked it, as odd as that may seem, at least to me anyway, due to the fact that I'm not into cult type classics, I guess. Anyway, they send her, like I say, to an aversion therapy or residential treatment, center for it. And she meets all the different characters. And like I say, it was Natasha Lyonne. Clea Duvall plays one of the participants in this treatment center. It also stars Rupaul Charles, and in an odd role that you might want to check out if you know anything about RuPaul, and Cathy Moriarty. So, I mean, it's a great cast. And the special features were really cool. You really learn a lot from the special features, because the first one that they show basically is them 20 years, part of the cast 20 years later on a Zoom presentation. So it was really kind of interesting to see that. And one thing I just wanted to note on there, well, number one, it was filmed in Palmdale, and also I forgot to mention one actor who I really liked that was in it also is Dante Bosco, Rufio from Hook, basically. But I liked it very, very much. If you like cult classics and you've kind of known about this one and maybe never picked it up, it's on Blu-ray now, so you might as well, right? I liked it, and check it out.
And next up over here was from Universal Home Entertainment, and this one's also out right now to buy in stores everywhere. It stars Gerard, Butler, and Frank Grillo, and that is Copshop right here. And it's pretty much about Frank Grillo's character, who's kind of like a criminal, and is trying to get away from these bad guys, and he kind of puts himself in jail by punching a cop in the face. And he gets put in jail to try to get away from getting killed by this other bad guy that's after him. And now he's locked up. And the other bad guy that's after him is Gerard Butler's character, who puts himself in prison as well. And so Frank Grillo's character that's in jail is in jail with the other bad guy. And they're trying to, like, you know, get at each other. And all this craziness ensues inside this, police station, and kind of in the middle of nowhere. And it's just like the back and forth between the two, and other people busting into the police station and causing a ruckus. It's dope. I don't know how many people use the word ruckus these days, but I really enjoyed this movie. I wasn't expecting a lot from it. The acting was great. There's one character in here that kind of shows up. I forgot his name now in here. It's this dude. It's this dude right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like this older guy with like a bald head that comes in. That guy was like my favorite part of this movie. He just comes in like a weird character and starts like, you have to watch the movie to see what happens. But I enjoyed this one. Let me know what you guys thought down below. Copshop, this one really surprised me. I enjoyed that one very much. And next up over here is another one from Universal. I got this one a couple weeks ago, and I'm getting around to talking about it now. And that is a movie called Dear Evan Hansen. This is a movie, I believe, that's based off a Broadway play, if I'm not mistaken. And it's about this kid named Ben. And he kind of has really no friends. He's kind of an awkward teenager. His mom says, "Oh, just try to get out there more. Try to talk more to other people, and try to become friendly with someone." It's just not really working out for him. He has like one other weird friend that's in school too. And one day, this one guy, one kid bumps into him. His name is Evan Hansen, and he's kind of like another troubled teen that doesn't really have a lot of friends either. They kind of have this little scuffle with one another, and what's his name writes his name on his cast, on Ben's cast, and the next day, he does something to himself, and his parents just don't know what the hell's going on, and they think that Ben was his only friend that Evan Hansen ever had, but they only had one, confrontation at school one day. But Evan Hansen starts talking about, yeah, me and him were best friends, and getting into all this, drama stuff, and it's that, and it's mixed with a musical. So it's kind of like that storyline, drama with a musical, and intertwined into it. I kind of like the musical aspect of it. I thought that was cool. This is definitely not going to be one of my favorite musicals of all time by any means, but this was an enjoyable watch for a one-time watch kind of flick to me. I kind of feel weird saying that when it comes to musicals, because I like to support stuff like that. But no, sorry. I think the guy's name was Connor. The kid that killed himself at the beginning of this movie his name was Connor. And but yeah, this movie. It's kind of a tearjerker at moments and things, but yeah, I don't know what to say. Like I would say I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. Not amazing, but not bad whatsoever right there. But next up, man, next up right here, this is coming from 88 Films right here, starring Jimmy Wang Yu. This is a martial art flick, and it's also directed by Jimmy Wang Yu, also known as the One-Armed Boxer. If you guys ever watch martial art flicks, he's the guy that starred in those movies. And that is the Chinese Boxer. This one recently came out from 88 Films on Blu-ray. I still have the wrapper around it because I like to try to keep my things kind of protected and things. But man, I love me some martial art flicks, as you guys already know. It comes with a nice little slipcover, original artwork that came out back in the day. And it also comes with like a little mini poster inside. It's kind of cool, the presentation that they have, you know, when it comes to the set right here. But it's pretty much about this school, this little, you know, martial arts school that's just, you know, they're just having their regular day, just doing their thing, you know, practicing and doing all this stuff until this one bad guy comes into their school and you know, challenges their master, and the master kicks that guy's butt. But then the guy says, I'm going to come back with some karate experts, and there's going to be a big problem. And when those guys come back, they start taking over the town, the school, and it's all about Jimmy Wang Yu's character, the Chinese boxer guy right here, to go in hiding, practice, come back, and kick some butt. Is pretty much what this movie's about. But man, the transfer on this is absolutely beautiful, dude. Absolutely beautiful. I'm really happy that 88 Films and companies like this and Eureka and some other companies are starting to put out old school martial art movies on Blu-ray. I believe Arrow Video is about to put out a Shout Factor, a big Shaw Brothers box set soon. Hoping to get that one, dude. That's gonna be amazing. But yeah, this one has a great new transfer. This is the best I've ever seen this movie look. It also comes with a whole bunch of special features like interviews and things like that, audio commentary and things like that on here by different, you know, film experts when it comes to martial art movies and things. Great martial art flick. I tend to, when it comes to martial art movies, tend to flow towards the more comedy side of martial arts, like Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung and stuff. But some of the hardcore ones, like the drama related, are pretty good too. But I tend to lean towards more of the comedy martial art movies. But Jimmy Wang Yu, the Chinese boxer, high on my recommend list right here if you guys are into martial art movies. Love that one right there. And next up right here, coming from Paramount Home Entertainment, and I believe this is the 20th anniversary edition. I feel old just talking about it. And that is the Beavis and Butthead Do America here on Blu-ray. This is the new Blu-ray digital copy combo pack edition. It comes with audio commentary track and all the original special features that were on the previous DVD edition that came out. But of course, this is made by, you know, Mike Judge right here. This guy's hilarious. He voices pretty much almost all the characters, at least in the cartoon show, and mostly he voices Beavis and Butthead. But in here, you get the voices of Demi Moore and everything like that. But it's pretty much about Beavis and Butthead's character leaping from the TV screen to the movie world. And they're going to Vegas. They're going to Vegas in this adventure because at the beginning of this movie, they wake up from their slumber to find out that their TV has gotten stolen. And they're going out there to try to find a new one. And when they do, they come across this crazy, creepy guy in this motel saying, hey, I'm going to give you some money to go to Las Vegas to do my wife. To kill her. But they think the Beavis and Butthead think they're gonna do his wife. yeah, we're gonna do his wife, Butthead. Whatever, Beavis, that kind of thing. And they go to Las Vegas on this adventure to try to go do this guy's wife. But in the meantime, there's going on this aimless adventure and stuff. But I love it. I love watching the TV show back in the day. Looks great here on Blu-ray. I can't say anything bad about this. I grew up watching Beavis and Butthead. Always have a special place in my heart for these guys. I love this stuff, man. But that's Beavis and Butthead, the new Blu-ray edition. I think it's the first time it's been on Blu-ray, if I'm not mistaken. Out there, available now online and in stores if you guys want to support support physical media. And next up right here is the 4K edition. Bam! From Paramount as well. This is The Wolf of Wall Street, being released for the first time on 4K. There's also a Steelbook edition of it out there in the wild, if you guys want to, track that one down. But I kind of like this look of it better. They're like the artwork better that's on this than the Steelbook. Steelbooks are cool, but I kind of like the traditional artwork more than the one that we get on the Steelbook edition. But man, starring Leonaedo Dicaprio, directed by Martin Scorsese. Pretty much about this young guy played by Leonardo DiCaprio's character, who works on Wall Street, makes some money, and stuff like that, until he starts his own Wall Street company, and starts making millions and millions of dollars doing crack, doing cocaine, with the crazy, amazing writing in here by Martin Scorsese, and he may not be making all his money legally when it comes to what he's doing, but watching this movie now that I'm in the stock market, like in the stock market and crypto game, it's kind of a little bit more interesting watching this now than I did the first time I saw it. Back then, just only because of that, because I've been following the whole crypto and stock market thing for a little bit, and I just find it to be a little bit more entertaining in that way. But it's still great in here. Jonah Hill's amazing in this movie. Margot Robbie is amazing in this movie. Looks great on 4K. If you guys are a fan of this movie, definitely upgrade. Definitely worth an upgrade on 4K in my opinion. But that's The Wolf of Wall Street. You get all the original special features that were on the previous Blu-ray edition of it right there. But yeah, thank you so much Paramount for sending this on over. Great movie, great release, long movie, but it goes by quick. It goes by quickly. But the last thing I have to show you guys for today is also from Paramount Home Entertainment and Nickelodeon. And it's a show I've seen on and off back in the day, and I just watched the first like 5 episodes of it. Yeah, I'm about to start episode 6, and that is Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra that come in this box set right here that's out there in stores right now. And I still have not watched The Legend of Korra yet. This one's still sealed. I haven't watched this one yet. I will get to it sooner or later. But I did watch the first couple episodes of The Last Airbender, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Of course, you get all the discs in here. They're all blue. There's like a whole bunch of discs in this one, like book 1, book 2, and things like that. Comes with a what's it called, a bonus disc and some art cards right there. But it's an enjoyable show, man. You get the voice talent in there for the Fire Nation, voiced by Dante Bosco, who played Rufio. And of course, the movie Hook back in the day, and he's also in that movie that my mom talked about, But I'm a Cheerleader as well. But it's pretty much The Last Airbender, Avatar: The Last Airbender, is pretty much about fire, water, earth, and air, I believe it is. And there's these different elements, and different people can bend, these different elements out there. But there's this one avatar that's an airbender that can pretty much fight against all of these elements, and his name is Aang. And at the beginning of this show, the waterbenders find Aang in the middle of this frozen capsule, in the middle of this this big frozen big block of ice, and free him. And now they're out there, trying to train Aang how to use his powers to their full ability, and go out there. But there's this Fire Nation. The Fire Nation, the voice of Dante Bosco, the bad guy of the show, it seems like so far, is after Aang to try to take him out before he can learn all his powers. I'm enjoying this so far. I'm really enjoying this so far. I believe the Avatar: Last Airbender has like 33 or 34 episodes in the series, if I'm not mistaken. I will finish it. Legend of Korra, I'm not sure what Legend of Korra is about yet, but I will get to it sooner or later. But this is a nice little box set right here. But that's all I really have to show and talk to you guys about today for this Vlogmas video, this Blu-ray 4K DVD update video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this old-fashioned style one of just me sitting here and my mom too, talking about some movies and what we thought about the releases and things like that. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and stay tuned for tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. And if you guys missed yesterday's one with me and my family setting up our Christmas tree and decorating it and just having fun around the house, check it out. I'll have a annotation popping up on the screen somewhere over here. Click on it, check it out. It doesn't seem like a lot of you guys care about the family kind of videos or anything like that, because they get like 2,000 or 3,000 views less than normal. But if you guys want to check it out, you can. If you don't, that's okay too. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video.